wrong one. All right, we're going to get started here. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. Thanks for stopping by. What I'm going to be doing is, well, first of all, I'm going to be cutting some strips of this 1-inch OSB that I have sitting over here. And I'm going to be using that with the blocking that I have going up in between the rafters. And I'll move that camera around a second so you can see. Last stream, basically what I did was I set all these rafters up on this section here. Set all these rafters up on top of my top plates. I had the blocking that I was already cut that I set in there, and basically just kind of got the thing, you know, got all the measurements to make sure that basically those rafters were sitting right on top of the studs where they should go. So anyways, let me go and get to it. I'm going to turn the camera over here. I'm going to be cutting this thing outside real quick, so you'll be able to see that. And then once I get those little strips cut, I'm going to come back up here, start checking some stuff on these rafters, taking some measurements on them, and I'll go from there. So again, thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, let me get to it. Actually, you know what? I've got a slight change of plans. What I'm going to do is actually take the measurements on the rafters first. Since it's still a little bit light outside, I'm going to try to get that done. And yeah, then I will start doing the rest of it. So first, let me go ahead and bring this thing outside here. And I'm going to stand up on top of the roof and probably take the measurements up there. That's the easiest way to do it. So let me do that. I'll transition this thing real quick. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Hopefully the stream stayed together. Sometimes it gets a little bit goofy. All right, that should be good. There we go. Hey, it looks nice from that angle. Okay, let me climb up there, and what I'm going to do is basically have a string that's running across the top of those rafters, and my goal is to make sure that they're all roughly the same height. So what I'm going to do is that string is going to be really tight across there. And I'm going to have a little spacer, like a 2x4 spacer basically, to keep that string 1.5 inches off of the rafter. Then I can go down along that line there and check and make sure that those rafters are roughly 1.5 inches away from the line. If they're not, if it's too far, that's really easy. I'm just going to put a shim under the rafter and it's good to go. If it's a little bit too close, well, I have to see what's going on there. If a lot of them are too close, then, well, we'll deal with that when we get to it. Let me go and take the measurements first. Hey, you pick, how's it going? Gotta come back in 10, 20 minutes, have some stuff to do currently? Oh, good. Mslave, hey, just subscribe with a tier 1 sub. All right, that didn't take long. Oh man, call me Map. The name's unique, but cheers at Mslave. Oh man, here we go. First sub, right on, dude. Thank you. Ha, hi back. I'm Map. Well done. All right. Well, good to see everybody. So you pick Mslave, call me Map. Call me Map. I don't know if were you the one who was previously called Call Me Rod? Was that your old name? Or something like that? Something named Rod? Lad named Rod? Anyways. Well, here's what I'm got going on today. I'm basically just working on these rafters you just saw a second ago. I was up there. I had a line strung across the whole thing, and I was taking kind of measurements on those. I got a string line across there trying to make sure they're all level. So they're not all. Some of them are sticking up a little bit more. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take a look at the other side first, the back side of it, make sure they're all like kind of flush, and then, I don't know, reevaluate. So it's a little bit interesting. It's kind of cold. Feels cold today. Yeah. But anyways, thanks y'all for stopping by. You know, first stream, have an affiliate. It rocks. I'm psyched for it. I love it. Got new things going on. Got the Discord. Never thought I'd have one of those, really. Never thought I'd really need one, but I realized people are posting links and stuff and talking about their projects and other streams. I was like, yeah, you know, it's a good idea. So got that now. So go in there, check it out. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good night. Mslave, if you're still around right now, you might have gone off to go stream yourself or whatever, but I was curious if you're back to streaming. I haven't seen you in a few days, but anyways. All right, well, let me get back up there on the roof. Thanks y'all for stopping by, and I'll check back in just a second. Just been catching up some stuff outside of the internet. Here we go, caught you. Catching up some stuff outside the internet. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. Glad you're doing well. I sure am. It's a little cold though. Hopefully this kind of goes away here pretty soon. Scheduled your vacation. Good shit. Where are you going? Hold on a second here. Alright guys, real quick, since I got some of my hardcore followers here, I got affiliate as of today. It's in. It's done. The tax stuff, they reviewed it. It's all good. So here we go. And we got our first sub in chat right now. M-Slave. I got to get you an emote, man. I got nothing. Well, glad to see you guys here. I'll have to do a cheers. I don't have any alcohol right now, I don't think. Maybe I'll go get some inside in a second. All right. Dominican Republic. Good shit, man. Get out of the cold. That's good. Yeah, it's good. I got you know, got some regulars here to announce it to. You know, I blew past 50 followers last stream. It was awesome. I was loving that. So made some new friends with people. You know. Anyways, that's that. All right, I had to go down here to get my hammer. I'm gonna go do that. Maybe grab myself actually, let me grab myself a little bit of whiskey. Why not? What the hell? It's kind of cold. I'm gonna go do that. I will be right back. Hop up there, finish knocking those things in, and yeah, get to it. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Let me grab my sign here real quick. Like I said, I will be right back out. I'm gonna move us inside there. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna move us inside. All right. Sorry about that. All right, go back. In the eastern part of DR, huh?
I gotta go up on the roof real quick.
All right. Yeah, that sounds nice. I don't even know anything about Punta Cana or Cana. Sure, it's nice. Hell yeah. All right, well, let me go ahead and move the camera back outside. I'm going to go back up there and just actually start shimming the things up. So let me move the camera. Hang on for a second. Sorry if the stream gets a little wacky here. I like the camera's pretty good. It picks up light pretty nicely. I can shut off that light and it still does pretty well. I like that. Shit. My God, what the fuck? Sorry y'all, doing some adjusting here. Yes, come on. All right, there we go. A little bit better light up there. It's actually kind of washed out almost. Well, once I'm up there, it'll at least be a little bit clearer, I think. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go up there and check and make sure that that orange line that you see going across those rafters there that is roughly over the same location. And I'm not going to take too long on it, you know, because it's just something I want to do is kind of you know, if I can fix a little, if I have one that's just a little bit low, maybe I made the cut a little bit low, or it was a slightly like shorter rafter, like, you know, because it's reclaimed lumber, some of them are just a little bit thinner, a little bit like shorter. So if I have the ability to just jack the thing up real quick and then put a little shim under it and get it up to level the other ones, then I'll do it. And if not, then, you know, I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then I'm going to, after that, I've already got that blocking sitting up there. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the blocking. I'll probably start on the backs. Actually, I'm not sure. I might start on this side. We'll see. Anyways, Planet Sweet Root. Hey, how's it going? All right, awesome progress. Thank you. Super clear night for working. Not super cold, but cold enough night for working. It's I can't wait for it to warm up a little bit, but check in a couple times, doing some desk work most of the night. Cool. Getting some Planet Sweet Root stuff going on. I hear you. I'm excited for you, and you know I'll be looking forward to what you guys do this year. So, all right. Well, by the way, since I know you've been looking into some of this Twitch stuff, you guys should look down on the below the video. I have some links. One of the new things I just added was the Discord. You guys might be interested in what the Discord's about. I'm not sure if you've used that before. I know most other people on Twitch are familiar with Discord. Planet Sweet Root, check it out though. You might like kind of what's available there. It's a sort of a different interface, but it's pretty cool. So, anyways, all right, I'm gonna go up there, start checking these things out, and I'll be back in a second to check the chat and everything. That's kind of a cool image there, isn't it? God, I love looking at that with all the framing, seeing those rafters sticking up. That's awesome. All right, let me get up there. Oh, M Slave says tons of added info at the bottom. Nice. Yeah. Hopefully a lot of good stuff for you guys. The Discord, again, it's kind of funny, you know. When I was first like setting this up, I was just like, God, why would I have a Discord? What would be the purpose, you know? But shit, you know, enough people were posting links about stuff, and you pick. I know you've posted a bunch of links about your project, your tracker, and it's always a little bit difficult to go back and find them in the videos. So that's a good place for you to post those links. Good place to. I want everybody to post like local tool shares and tool libraries that they have in their area, and I think we'll do something with that. I'm not going to get into it yet, but I think something in the future. Anyways, so. Yeah, so Discord should be good. Head out for the night. M-Slave, if you're probably already gone, but see ya. Thanks for stopping in. Joe Philly, good to see you in here, Joe Philly. Yeah, mod now. Here we go. I see blocking going up on this side. Is the other side done? No, the other side's not done. In fact, I'm not really putting in the blocking just yet, like permanently. I'm basically just I'm checking the level on these rafters, and I'm putting in shims where I need to. And I will probably put that blocking in on the other side first. Let me think about that. As far as actually getting it in, like sealing it in and stuff, I'm not totally sure. I don't know if it matters really. I'm kind of thinking about that right now. I'm not totally sure. So, anyways, good to see you though. Good to see you. Let me go ahead and I'm just gonna grab a little drink here. Go back up there. Put some more of these shims in as needed. Not needed very much, but you know, just doing the thing. So. Yeah, probably doesn't matter. Oh yeah, here we go. Probably doesn't matter. Rock on, cool. You don't need many shims. If it's more than a quarter inch, it's worth looking at. Otherwise, you're good to go. Yeah, none of them really are. What I just wanted to do on this was basically see. Again, just because there's two parts to it, and I know you know this, but to other people, like, so one is if the cut was a little bit different, you know, I tried to make them all the same, but sometimes that bird's mouth cut was a little bit different, or sometimes because I'm using this reclaimed lumber, some of it is just slightly smaller than the rest, so I'm trying to get them just roughly on that same level, and then obviously once they get weight on them, you know, things will shift around a little bit, like the top plates will probably compress a little bit, the double top plates, you know, the whole clear story wall will probably compress a little bit on top of the beam, which are a little bit uneven. There's, you know, it's not all like just totally rigid stuff. I mean, it still flexes a little bit. So, but anyways, like I said, trying to get it started properly, and then, you know, kind of just it's good to get started that way, because things, you know, you don't want your problems to compound. Yeah, so I'm not spending much time up here. So, but anyways, thank you. And yeah, let me go and get back up there. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you're having a good night. just looking through the information below the video. You've been doing a nice job updating this. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that, man. I've been trying to put in some extra. Hold on a second. Let me go set something down real quick. Hold up. Yeah, so you're talking about the update log. Tons of good stuff. Like the update log. You know, it's funny. Somebody else told me that they like the update log. I was visiting somebody's channel who had followed, and they were telling me that, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Like, I didn't really think about it that much. I was like, well, you know, it's just a little blurb that I had when I was trying to explain, mostly when I made it because I was trying to explain when I had bad connections going on, and I was trying to tell people, like, hey, look, sorry, you know, it was really shitty today, but, you know, it should be better next time. And then I had one that was good. I'd be like, hey, here's what happened. But yeah, so I'm glad you like that. I put that on, I'm going to probably keep that on the Discord too, just so I can actually keep a longer record of that stuff. But yeah, man, as far as keeping the stuff updated, you know, that's one of the things that I like to do. Like, you know, that's my big thing, man. I want to make it like there's a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like good, helpful information. I want there to be a lot of it. I want it to be good, easy to use, and kind of cool to look at. You know, I'm all about it, you know. That's why I put the 3D model on there. That's why I want to get that budget on there. I want to get links to good stuff. So yeah, for sure. Glad you like it. Well, anyways, let me go in and probably do what I did there as far as checking those rafters for the level. I'm going to do that on the backside too. It's going to be a little bit more difficult just because I got to go probably take the scaffolding along there to actually get high enough to check. Not totally sure. But let me go ahead and give it a little test here before I move the camera inside. I'm going to start moving around in there a little bit, see what I can do. And then I'll move the camera in there if I get my setup going. So thanks for stopping by again. Hope you're having a good night. So Joe, if you start streaming, what would be the first thing you think you want to build? And I know you were talking about doing something like that. So yeah, I'd be curious what sort of stuff you'd be interested in doing, like building a shed, building some stuff in a shop or something. I know there's that guy Mythic Forge, who by the way has a very cool channel. He came in with a raid like a few days ago, like 14 people, which rocked. It was really awesome. Got a lot of followers, you know. But he actually has a forge, and he's making knives and stuff like that. It was really cool to see. But he was talking about actually making a house too, and I think he was saying he'd want to even stream that. I was like, man, that'd be cool as hell. And it was a little ways away from him, I think, but still. I'd probably build some furniture or something smaller. I need to make a no solicitor sign for my front door. So many salesmen knocking lately. It's funny, I almost forget about that now. Since I've been out here on this like 2.5 acres, and not to mention living in like basically a shack, you know, with a bunch of random crap lying around up here. I haven't had barely anybody stop by. Neighbors will stop by, but I had like one Jehovah's Witness stop by. But no salesmen up here, that's for sure. I remember that, though, being back in Florida and having people stop by for all fundraisers and stuff like that. But that's funny. It's been a while since I had someone come up and bother me. I think they'd be a little bit scared to walk around here, think they get shot or something. But anyways, yeah. Cool. Yeah, cool. Build some furniture or something like that. That'd be good. Well, anyway, so let me go and try and put this string up on the other side of the rafters there. It'll be a miracle if I can actually reuse this string without it becoming tangled. But I'll give it a little shot. Gonna be lurking as I play Apex. Cool. Well, I was gonna say who you playing as, but I know you're lurking. When you come back, let me know who you're playing as. If you got like a main character. Game looks so fun. Join the Discord? Yes. Finding a local tool library near me? Yes. Again, awesome. I never even thought to look. Nice mod, Joe. Mod? Oh, huh. Oh yeah, there you go, mod, right, gotcha. Yeah, and by the way, thank you both. As far as the mod thing goes, I appreciate you guys being able to, be mod. We don't really have any issues in this channel, but still, again. All right, let me go ahead and bring the camera in there since I'm actually starting to get up there and do some work now. Hold on a second. It's gonna get a little bit fuzzy. cable. That thing is busted. Oh my God. What the hell's it gonna do? Crazy. All right, cool. Be right back. Cool. All right, here we go. Don't worry, I'll be safe up there. I try to, like, you know, do stuff on stream that is, you know, safe and not do something that's really bad. It's not that high off the ground. I'm pretty careful with this thing. I don't like to be up there and feel shaky. If it is, I do something different. But it actually feels fairly okay on top of the scaffolding with this ladder like this. So, you know, always got to be safe on top of ladders. Be careful. Be cautious. Don't like try to reach further than you need to. I happen to have some like decent equipment here. You know, the scaffolding's nice and everything. So just a little kind of what's the word? Sort of, you know, preemptively want to tell you what's going on up here. Ooh, hands are freaking cold. My God. Fuck. Oh. All right, be right back. I'm gonna go warm up my hands real quick. About 20 degrees Fahrenheit when it starts to get really hard to work out there, I think. Yeah, you know, it's weird because some days, you know, when it was really like cold, I was working sometimes when it was like in the single digits, and usually I have my thicker gloves on. These gloves are pretty thin. I actually really should get some. Well, we're almost coming out of winter now, so it's not as big of a deal, but I sometimes just gotta like stop and warm up my hands. Sometimes they're really cold. Sometimes it's not bad. It just depends. They say it's like if you keep wrapped up, that your extremities should be fine. Your hands and toes. I mean, I got good boots. My toes are a little cold, but not bad. My hands, yeah. So it just varies, but definitely not not great. So, this work I probably could get my larger gloves. I might actually do that. If I have to go stop and warm up my hands again, I probably will do that. Wow, it's already about 8:30. I got a late start today. Shit. I'm not going to get nearly as much done today as I expected, but I'm going to keep on plugging away here. Yeah, sometimes you get a late start and it's just like, man, not good. You know, just can't really ever get a grip on what you need to do. definitely wasting some time here. I should have just gone up there and then strung it over the thing, honestly. Too late now, kinda. Plant a sweet root. You can check your rafter level with a straight board, a straight long board, and I'm just gonna say sweet root from now on, so I don't have to keep, you know. Or level might save time. I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, at this point, again, I practically already got this thing across, and that's the way, the optimal way I wanted to do it was checking it with the line. It's just stupid now when I look and I'm like, oh, I should have just actually stood up at the top of the thing where I could literally just drape the string over the whole thing and then pull it tight. Yeah, only if you actually have a straight board. Yeah, well, that's another good point, is I'm not confident that I have a board that's at this point even 16 feet that's straight. So anyways, I mean, yeah, I guess that could have been a good deal, but at this point, no, I don't think so. Yeah, anyways, they're just, it's nice to actually hear, because Sweet Root, they have a lot of like building experience too, so it's good for other people in chat to see some of the other things, because they'll probably bring up some pretty good options. But yeah, for sure, I don't think anymore. I used all the long straight boards that I had. They're all used up at this point for sure. I do have a 6-foot level, but I feel like I might take probably just as much time with that thing as I would with this, even though it looks kind of like I'm really, you know, screwing around here trying to get this thing set up, and it does suck, but yeah, you know. But anyways, and they said they were signing off. Just make sure that plumb line is really good and tight, and you'll be good. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna pull it with all my might. Okay. Well, anyways, I know you said you have a lot of work to do. I know you do. I know you got a lot going on right now. So have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. And you know, we will hang out soon, I'm sure. So thanks for stopping in. And I know you don't know all about this yet. We haven't talked too much, Sweet Root, but I got affiliate recently, as I mentioned in the title. So we'll talk about it later. I'll tell you all about it. So all right, have a good night, y'all. Do it. right, so I'm gonna go ahead and now that I got this thing put together, you know, hours later, I'm gonna go ahead and go down these rafters, get that piece of 2x4, and let me see if you can see on the other side. You can see, there you go, you can see that little orange line there. So what I have is that line pulled tight, sitting on top of those rafters, should be 1.5 inches off. 1.5 inches, that's the width of a 2x material. So like when someone says 2x4, in case you didn't know this, it's not actually 2 inches by 4 inches. When you go buy it from the store, it's 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So it should be sitting 1.5 inches off of that rafter. That the reason I string this line like this is because I want to check and see if it is. If it's not, if it's too close, then for whatever reason that rafter's sitting a little bit tall. Now I'm not really going to have much I'll be able to do about that right now. If it's really sitting tall, maybe I'll make another cut or grind a little bit off or something. But what I'm really looking for is if that's a little bit short. If I slide a 2x4 under there and there's a lot of space still, what I'm going to do is grab some piece of shingle, and actually stick those underneath that rafter to shim it up so I can actually have it to where it should be. So the idea is that if I go down the line, all of them are at the same level. And that'll just make things easier when I go to, well, do anything. For one, when I go to put my fascia on the outside there, or you know, just so when I go put my sheathing on top of it, that I don't have it being like wavy and stuff, you know. So now that I got that line strung tight along there, let me go ahead and check those like I just did with the top side of the roof, and I'll go ahead and grab my shingles too, and then get ready to go ahead and use those for some shims if any of them are low. Let me go grab that stuff, and after I do that, I'll probably call it a night, because I still got to try to sweep up some of this snow before I go to bed, just so it doesn't freeze up any more than it already has. And, you know, didn't get a lot done today, but that's fine. I'll be back tomorrow. So, just doing a little bit every day, you know. All right. Well, about 9 o'clock here. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I will be back tomorrow. I got to before I go tonight. I mean, I'm gonna shut the stream off, but I've got to like take care of some. When it snows like this, I try to like sweep off the deck so that it doesn't thaw up during the day and then freeze again and make a bunch of mess. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I got a late start today. Try to get an earlier start tomorrow. I appreciate everybody stopping in, chatting, checking out the Discord. I know a few of you, Joe, mentioned you signed up on the Discord and put the, I believe you said you also put your local tool share in, which rocks. I'm going to check that out in probably about 30 minutes here once I go inside. So thanks, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. I will see you tomorrow, and stay warm. And yeah, see you soon. All right, later.